Green Project. The mission of this project is to reduce number of waste produced in our world. The word grey is referred to waste. What are waste? Waste are unwanted or unusable material which are discarded by users. There are roughly 2.01 million of waste produced annually. And by 2050, the study estimated number of waste are expected to grow to 3.4 billion. What are the negative impacts from this issue? It can reduce landfill lifespan, affect climate changes due to the production of methane gas, and ocean pollution. Actually, major sources of ocean pollution come from plastics. Every year, the world produces 381 million tons of plastic waste. However, only 9% of plastic waste are being recycled. Thus, it causes 8 million pieces of plastic to enter the ocean every day. The worst is that only 1% of marine litter will be afloat, while the other will sink to seafloor. So what are the impacts of plastic in the ocean? It causes 700 species of marine animals to be in danger of extinction. For example, over 1 million seabirds are killed. This is because they mistake plastic for food. It is a reason why over 90% of seabirds have plastic in their stomachs. The plastics will make the seabirds feel full and finally die due to starvation. Next, plastic also killed 91% of sea turtles due to entanglement. They get entangled with fishing net, plastic twine, plastic packaging straps, and plastic balloon strings. All of these may cause severe injuries to sea turtle and death. Another case is that more than 2/3 of world fish stocks are suffering with plastic ingestion. There are two reasons why fish ingest plastic. They had mistaken plastic for food, and filter feeders might ingest plastic unintentionally with feeding. To humans, these microplastics will enter the human bodies when they consume seafoods. This plastic can pass through food chain, started by small fishes, consumed by big fishes, and finally consumed by humans. Then how do we tackle ocean pollution? One of them are to say no to single-use plastics and no to products containing microbeads. But our group members choose to do beach cleanup. It was done at Pantai Padang Kemunteng. It is one of the popular beaches in Malacca. A lot of people came for picnics, staying for holiday, and making company and family events. However, it causes a lot of waste to being left at the beach. This is really dangerous to the sea turtles. One of the popular places at this area is Sea Turtle Conservation and Information Center as initiatives by government to conserve sea turtle habitat. At this center, there are hatchery area, and all the sea turtles will be released to ocean after they hatch. It means this is important to ensure this beach is clean from any plastic waste to prevent any harm to occur. So we decided to clean this beach after our minister decided to start the PKPB again. This means less of activities will be held on this beach. What we do is we take out plastic waste at this beach while we jog. Amalina, Siha's friend, volunteers to join this activity. Among plastic waste that we found from this cleaning activity are plastic snacks, straws, mineral bottles, food packagings, plastic cups, plastic spoons, kits, and balloons. We support beach cleanup for saving our ecosystem and environment.
The green part of our project is to reuse waste for other uses such as urban gardening. Do you know that the recycling rate of our country is only at 24.6% in 2019? Which is still too low when compared to developed countries such as Germany at 52 to 56% of their recycling rate. So in our project, we are here to explain on how to relate recycling to urban gardening. Urban gardening, according to a researcher in 2018, is part of a trend towards more parks and green areas in cities, consumption of organic locally grown products, and a closer relationship with one's own living environment. Here are 5 tips to urban gardening using recycled materials you can find at home. First tip, do not throw away your sardine cans. Cans can be a good substitute for a pot if you are looking to grow small plants. Self-sustaining pot, anybody? For the second tip, all you need is scissors, plastic bottles, soil, seeds, and then you have a pot that does not need you to water the plants as much. You can leave them for 2 or 3 days without having to worry about them. For the third tip, wonder what to do with the used icebox you have lying around at home? You can use it as a pot for medium to big size plants. It is a very durable pot and can last you a long time. For the fourth tip, Reluctant to throw those beautiful empty use containers? Well, do not throw them. They can be reused as a pot and can also last a long time without you ever being worried if they would be broken. For the fifth and final tip, do you know that you can grow spring onions with nothing but egg containers, water and onions? Talk about convenient! If you are interested to know more about implementing these tips, be sure to check out our blog.
Okay, what is food waste? Food waste refers to food that complete the food supply chain up to a final product of good quality and fit for consumption, but still doesn't get consumed because it is discharged, whether or not after it is left to spoil or expired. About food waste, roughly 1/3 of the food produced in the world for human consumption every year, approximately about 1.3 billion tons get lost or wasted. And another fact, that food loss and waste account for about 4.4 gigatons of greenhouse gases emission per year. Sources of food waste. Okay, food waste can become from household, catering or restaurant, industrial, grocery, and institution. Okay, for our group, we choose to do organic pesticide and composting from food waste. Okay, next video I will show you guys on how to make liquid fertilizer from garlic and onion peels and composting.
Do not throw the water that you use to rinse the rice. It can be used as mild fertilizer to encourage soil bacteria. Rice water is also rich in vitamin and mineral that will add small amount of nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium to the soil. You can also make homemade enzyme using pineapple skin, brown sugar, lemon, yeast and water and add it to airtight container and leave for 3 weeks. The enzyme can make more nutrients bioavailable for your plants.